My head's in the shot, and my head will be in the shot for the next minute or so. I apologize. I'm still trying to figure out the different angles I can paint. I can film myself painting, but for now, for the next minute, we're stuck with my head being in the shot. Anyways, guys, how are you doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well and having a much better hair day than I am. But we're not going to talk about that because I do not have a beauty channel, and for good reason, judging by the looks of my hair. And on that note, welcome back to another painting time lapse. The reference for this photo I actually took myself. I was driving on the highway and I saw the sunset and I stopped and I took pictures, and it really pissed off my mom, but I still did it and it felt good. The things you do for a good sunset photo, right? Anyways, this painting is acrylics. Well, I started with acrylics and I actually finished with oils because I ran into some problems. And the panel that I'm using is the panel that I'm stuck with because I am very smart and I decided to buy, or rather I say bulk buy, a wooden panel that I've never used before. Now I'm suffering, and I will suffer for many months to come because I still have so many of them left. Anyways, in this painting, along with the sanding and the gessoing, I did underlayer of burnt sienna, underpainting of burnt sienna. And I used to do that before also, but then I stopped for a while because I didn't want to do the extra step. But doing the extra step actually helps a lot because when you do an underpainting, you're not painting on the stark white surface of the canvas or the board or the panel or whatever you're using, and it helps with the background color coming out as vibrant as possible, and that always puts the painting in the right direction from the go. This painting I started with acrylics, but then I actually finished with oil because while painting the clouds I ran into some issues and I wasn't getting the look that I wanted with the cloud, and I gave up so many times, but then I decided to actually go back with oils and give it another shot, and things worked out a lot better after that. And I painted over it again and I started over because I still didn't like the way the clouds were coming out. But once I sat down for the final time, I kind of just went for it, and I told myself that I'm gonna finish it even if I don't like the final product. The Jerry's Artarama near my house finally opened, and I was able to go in a couple days ago, and I picked up a few things. And I picked up a slow dry medium for acrylic. It's the Liquitex slow dry fluid medium, and I was on YouTube actually before that, and there's this channel called ArtProv, and it's these professors teaching in that channel, and they talk about a lot of things, and I actually watch them a lot. And the guy that teaches acrylics there, he was talking about this medium, and he said he really liked it. So I went and picked up like the smallest bottle that they have. I haven't used it yet, but for my next painting, I am gonna use it with acrylics. I'm gonna paint the whole thing with acrylics. I'm not gonna go back with oil, but I'm gonna try not to, and I'm gonna see how that goes. I use a lot of mediums with oils, and I know more about the oil mediums, but when it comes to acrylics, I've just always used water and not really worried about it. But recently I am painting a lot with acrylics, and I think a medium is gonna help me a lot. And if the Liquitex slow dry medium, if I really like it, then I'm gonna look more into it and see if there are other things that I could try. And if anybody has any suggestions, then I will also look into those, because I'm always buying stuff. Even though I don't need it, I'm always buying it. But with acrylics, if anybody has any suggestions of any acrylic mediums that I should check out, please do let me know in the comments and I will check it out. I was almost done with the painting, then I realized that the foreground looked really empty, so I decided to add something else, and I got the idea from another photo that I had in my reference file, and I thought it would look nice. I don't know, I think it looks nice. Let me know in the comments what do you think. I wanted to actually thank some of you that have been leaving me comments here, and especially on Facebook and Instagram DM, and some of you gave me some really good ideas and topics that I can talk about in the future and paint, and I actually wrote down a few of them because they were actually really nice. For now, I think I'm gonna start the gouache challenge that I keep seeing all over Instagram. I think it's called the 100-day project or something, and I recently started painting with gouache, so I think it's gonna help me in the long run if I start and actually finish this challenge. I know it's gonna be a challenge because it is a whole 100 days, but I think it's gonna be good for me in the long run. So I will probably start that, if not this week, then the next week coming up. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. With that being said, I want to thank everybody that supported me so far and stuck by me. It really meant a lot. And I also want to thank everybody that is watching this video because I know it was all over the place. And if you are new here, I hope you will consider subscribing and supporting me in my journey. And I want to end this video by saying I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy, and I hope you guys had a good weekend. Bye guys, have a very nice day.